afternoon. Here is the news afternoon. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu urges civil servants to be versatile, knowledgeable. JAMB to block admissions into institutions withholding matriculation list. On the front, in Australia's Prime Minister accuses Israel of being in denial of a consequence of Gaza war. And in sports, Super Falcons goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie describes Ballon d'Or nomination as reward for hard work. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged civil servants to be versatile in their knowledge of government policies and activities, stressing that they must always speak from a position of knowledge. He stated this during a virtual session of the Lagos State Public Service Accelerator Program's Fireside Chat series with the theme Experiential Learning with Communication, Courtesy and Credibility, Humanizing Public Institutions. Describing the program as an excellent initiative for continuous learning, the governor encouraged participants to adopt a pass-it-on approach to knowledge sharing within their ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs. He noted that there was nothing better than sustained learning for personal and professional growth and called on participants to remain dedicated, stay the course, build relevant skills and interact productively with colleagues. The governor also expressed confidence that the platform would endure and become a fixture in the state's public service system, with the pioneering set laying the foundation for its growth. Earlier, Commissioner for Establishment and Training Afolabi Ayotayo explained that the Public Service Accelerator Program was designed to equip officers with leadership and interpersonal skills that will enable them to resolve conflict and influence positive change. Lagos State Council for Arts and Culture, LSCAC, has hosted its annual Indigenous Traditional Competition in fulfillment of its mandate to promote, preserve and propagate the rich cultural heritage of the state. Director, Chief Executive Office, Idowu Johnson, said the event is designed to bring to life cherished traditional activities such as the Ayo board game and traditional wrestling, drawing enthusiastic participation from across the Ikeja division. According to him, this year's edition was zoned to Ikeja, emphasizing that the competition rotates across the 5 Ibile divisions of Lagos State to ensure inclusivity and community engagement. Johnson encouraged parents to support and allow their children to participate in future editions, emphasizing the role of youth in sustaining indigenous traditions. The Federal Civil Service Commissioner has added 3,598 civil servants who missed the 2021 verification exercise to appear for a re-verification, warning that failure to do so will be taken as evidence of holding fake appointment letters. The exercise will run from Monday, August 18 to Thursday, August 28, across various ministries and government agencies, including the Federal Ministries of Agriculture, Defense, Education, Justice, Works, Information, Science and Technology, Aviation, Finance, Interior, and the State House. Affected officers have been directed to check their names on the Commission's website, the Office of the Head of the Civil Service and the Federation's website, and on the notice boards of their ministries. They are also required to present originals and photocopies of their appointment and promotion letters, Gazette of Appointment and Confirmation, Staff Change Letter, and July 2025 IPPIS payslip. And now to the rest of the stories. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has warned that it will not approve admissions for the 2024-2025 academic sessions in any tertiary institution that fails to submit its matriculation list. Speaking during a meeting with admission desk officers, the registrar of JAMB, Ishaq Oluide, said institutions which fail to submit their matriculation list for the 2022-23 admissions should not have their admissions approved for the 24-25 admission exercises. Oluide noted that a concession was being granted for 2024 admissions because some institutions were still conducting the process, but stressed that they must comply once admissions conclude. He warned that the board would make erring institutions scapegoat with appropriate sanctions to be announced in due course. It will recall that the Federal Ministry of Education mandated all tertiary institutions to submit these lists to JAMB as part of efforts to curb the growing problem of illegal admissions. Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetoku has extended the grace period for enforcing the tinted glass permit requirement for vehicles. The new enforcement date is now October 2. According to the Force Public Relations Officer Olumiwa Adejobi, the decision follows a surge in applications through the official portal, which he said reflects increased public compliance. Adejobi said the extension would also enable further fine-tuning of both digital and physical verification processes to preserve the integrity of the permit system and prevent abuse. He urged members of the public to report all forms of extortion, hidden charges, or unauthorized processing to the appropriate police authorities, including via the dedicated hotline 0916 9967 000. And in some foreign news, Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has accused the Israeli counterpart Benjamin Netanyahu of being in denial over the consequences of the war in Gaza. Albanese announced that his country will recognize a Palestinian state at the United Nations General Assembly in September, following similar moves by the United Kingdom, France, and Canada. He said frustration with the Israeli government had played a role in the move, saying Australians want to see the killing and the cycle of violence stop. Israel, under increasing pressure to end the war in Gaza, has said recognizing a Palestinian state rewards terrorism, and Netanyahu called the decision taken by Australia and other allies shameful. In sports news, Super Falcons goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie says her nomination for the 2025 Yassin Trophy is a reward for hard work and consistency. Nnadozie is among the 5 goalkeepers shortlisted for the prestigious award. Spain's Catacool, Germany's Anne-Catherine Berger, England's Hannah Hampton, and the Netherlands' Daphne van Domselaar are the other goalkeepers in contention for the award. She is the first African goalkeeper to be nominated for the award. Nnadozie declared that the nomination is a theme of joy for her and her family. The 24-year-old also stated that it is a challenge for other African goalkeepers to aspire to be the best. That was our news at noon. Just before we go, carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicle before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs. It's live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng, and you can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a forum for women across the 57 local government and local council development areas in the state with a view to enhancing their productivity and economic growth? Well, you can get details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged civil servants to be versatile in their knowledge of government policies and activities, stressing that they must always speak from a position of knowledge. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has warned that it will not approve admissions for the 2024-2025 academic sessions in any tertiary institution that fails to submit its matriculation list. We also told you that Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has accused his Israeli counterpart Benjamin Netanyahu of being in denial over the consequences of the war in Gaza. In sports, Super Falcons goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie said her nomination for the 2025 Yassin Trophy is a reward for hard work and consistency. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info at Traffic Radio 961.10g. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. My name is Mike James. Beautiful afternoon to you, and thank you for listening. It's now time to hand you over to the door of Micah Arocha and Tim Tokbe Peterside for lunchtime waka. Have a wonderful afternoon.